Hi, I'm Frank.
I'm Louis,
We're from Swedish Death Candy.
and you're watching Toasted.
Swedish Death Candy, welcome to Groningen.
Thank you very much.
Have you guys been here before?
Not to Groningen, no, but I've been to the Netherlands before.
Playing or on a holiday?
Just to visit. Been to Amsterdam a few times.
Hey, is this an important gig for you guys?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, we've been looking forward to it for ages. We've heard a lot of things about the festival. Yeah, it should be a good crowd.
And why is it a big thing for bands? Because I mean, there's like, I don't know, 500 new bands playing here every year. Groningen is not like the biggest metropole in the world. What's so good about the festival?
I just think the diversity, all the different music here, seeing loads of new bands, loads of new artists coming out, and just for an opportunity, I guess, good opportunity for new bands.
Because what are the opportunities? Playing more live, getting more gigs?
Yeah, getting more gigs essentially, especially in bands like us from London want to be playing out of the country more, in Europe.
For people who living here in a small town in Netherlands, London is of course like the epicenter of music. It's the place where you want to be. Isn't it not? Apparently, you cannot just stay in London and conquer the world, right? You need to go to Groningen as well.
Yeah. No, you can't just stay in one place. You want to try and reach out to as many people as possible, and you can't just do that staying in this. Even though it's a big city, you have to branch out, try and play as many places as possible.
Now, I always wondered about bands from London. I know it's like one of the most expensive places to live in the world. I mean, you can pick like Tokyo, London, and New York probably. Being a band, starting off as a band, you don't make a lot of money. You probably don't even make any money at all. I mean, how can you make a living in London? Where do you guys live? Like the Stones all together in one room?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically,
the situation.
yes.
And we work as much as we can as well. And anytime we're not doing band stuff, we have to work and, still try and make money that way.
Hey, talking about the band, how did you guys get together? Because I read there's like a couple of places where the band was from: London, Bari, and Seoul. How do you start a band with like 4 nationalities?
Oh, well, like you say, London is a pretty big place, and obviously one of the most multicultural places in the world. And yeah, we all met at university, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, it's, I've known Jawoon for a long time. He's about 6 years now. We played in other bands together, and then we kind of stumbled across these guys over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We just sort of shared the same interests, same music tastes. We sort of came together that way. It's like met each other at a party, I think, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just at a house party, and it was like, oh, I like this band, and yeah, me too. And then we sort of got talking, and then invited us to like a rehearsal. We jammed a bit.
What bands are those actually? Because I mean, it's of course listening to your music, and I only had like 3 songs that I could listen to right now, and I saw a couple of live things. Of course, you guys posted The Doors, which is like the end 50 years ago. Or Jesus, I didn't even realize it was that long ago. But that band is of course an influence.
Yeah, massive one, massive influence. I mean, even if it doesn't sound like they are, it's just they definitely are to us.
And then I can name another couple of cliches. Jimi Hendrix, which comes in big, like especially the louder stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we're both guitar players, so that definitely comes from. Even Jawoon is a guitar player, so that we're all big on Jimi Hendrix and those sort of 60s guitar musos.
It is because I mean I love psychedelic music myself. I love the Jimi Hendrix and Cream and all the bands that you name. And of course, it's a pity they're underground. So I'm glad there are bands who actually pursue this genre right now. Of course, to name a few, Mars Volta, which tried it, and they were a bit too over the top technical, as far as I'm concerned. Are those new bands influences for you guys as well?
Oh, big time. Yeah, I mean, we're massive into sort of electronic music as well, and like the studio that we record at is called Park Studios in Wembley. And I don't know if you've heard of Powell, and like all of the kind of Diagonal guys, they all work there as well. So that's been a bit of an influence on us. And sort of everything from kind of industrial stuff like Throbbing Gristle and
No way.
yeah, like because we're quite into noise stuff. Like obviously Russell, who's part of that Diagonal group, he's sort of like the man for that, and like Merzbow's kind of done stuff at that studio as well. So we're into all of that kind of stuff. And in terms of,
I think that comes across more on our live show rather than our recordings. So we try and keep it like quite different. We don't want it.
So, because I heard your live shows are really out there, they're really energetic.
Yeah, I suppose they are.
How many gigs did you actually play as a band now?
I don't actually know. We
don't really keep.
Well, yeah, I think so. Really? Yeah, we've toured a couple of times. We did a little tour with actually talking about modern guitar bands that we love. Do you know the band Wand from LA? Yeah, we did a little tour with them. Yak, and Yak are doing really well. Not Yuck, Yak.
Oh, okay.
You know the guys.
Yuck with a U, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Yak. As in,
well,
yeah. Well, I actually know Max as well.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
We interviewed them as well.
it's a small scene in London.
Cool.
Yeah, no, they're two amazing bands, and like obviously stuff like the OCs and Ty Segall and etc. You know that. Yeah.
Hey, there's a EP out, a Licorice EP, great music, but not enough. When will there be more music, and if so, when?
Oh, we just finished a record, so hopefully this summer.
So full length is how long? Is it like CD full length or double EP?
It's about 40 minutes. So yeah.
LP.
Yeah, full length LP.
So elaborate a little bit on it. Is it like the 3 songs that we already know, or is it completely different? Because I mean, your music really varies. Like,
yeah, I'd say it's quite different to what you've heard so far. It features one of the songs from the EP, just "Living Your Life Away." It's a single of ours. Yeah, so we're keeping that on there. But I'd say the rest of it is quite different to what you've heard so far.
now, as fans are always like getting into your band, they like your music, and then when a band releases an album and they say, well, the music is going to be completely different than what you know, a lot of people will probably have shivers, go like, oh no, my favorite band's going in a completely different direction. Is that true?
I don't know. Personally, I quite like it when bands go in different directions, you know.
Look at Radiohead.
Yeah, exactly. Like one of my favourites.
Actually, much prefer Radiohead's new stuff.
You do?
Yeah, I way prefer it. Like the last 2 albums. Well,
So Kid A versus the bands is easy in your perspective?
or like I don't know, In Rainbows is the one really.
Yeah.
And I really like the new one, to be honest. I think In Rainbows is by far their best record.
Really?
Yeah. I much prefer it to the Bends.
I do think it's interesting because I mean there are a lot of. I mean you probably heard the news where U2 is announcing a new tour and they're doing the Joshua Tree again, and a lot of people go like, well, you know, this is really like the last thing they should have done because now they've become a cover band of themselves, and apparently they don't have any inspiration to do new music anymore, or they don't have the balls to do something completely different.
Can't comment on U2 really.
You agree?
I don't know.
I don't really have an opinion on U2.
Whatever. U2 can do what they want, I suppose.
Hey, what else in the near future for you guys? So in the summer we'll have an album, which is 40 minutes long. How many songs? That's like because you have a song of 7 minutes as well. So
9 songs at the moment. So a couple of them are quite long. Like nothing as long as So Long, but there's a few kind of longer, heavy ones on there. Sort of going back to that Doors influence, you know, just sort of fleshing things out a little bit. Like it doesn't sound like the Doors, but.
is there actually, I mean, is there already a working title? Is the title already definite? Do you have any artwork yet that's definite that you can talk about?
No, not yet. We're still sort of working on that.
We do that ourselves actually. Jawoon is our artist at the moment. Yeah, he's he's kind of a talented guy. So.
You can say that, yeah.
Yeah, we just sort of sit there and say, no, I don't like that, or I like that, and he just does the work.
Actually, I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we made the record, so we should sort of have a say in what the artwork should look like and all that. Yeah.
So there will be vinyl.
Yes, definitely.
Are you guys vinyl freaks yourself?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm pretty into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes it better to listen to your music on vinyl, actually?
Um,
Because it doesn't work all the time. I mean, I just bought Check Your Head by the Beastie Boys, which was originally released on CD.
Yeah.
I bought the double vinyl because I thought it was cool. Started playing it, and I just couldn't get into the flow because the CD just plays 22 songs after each other, and they all kind of mixed into each other. So it doesn't work for everything.
I mean, I kind of get what you mean because I've got the Sleep Dope Smoker reissue, and it is a bit weird that it fades out. But I don't know. Obviously it sounds better. Like, yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't want to get geeky about it, but it does. And I think, yeah, just kind of the cliche stuff that everyone sort of finds with vinyl, like kind of just owning a piece.
Quite personal.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing, you know.
Because no one owns music anymore. It's like,
it's all MP3, you know what I mean. And yeah, just I don't know, the size of the sleeve, like the CDs are just like big, but having a nice big artwork, you know, quite enjoy it.
Nice to have. It's totally true.
It's a nice collector's thing as well.
You guys are playing here in actually House Mass is a pretty good venue here. It's one of the best, I think. Are there any plans of touring Europe this summer? 'Cause, I mean, there's a lot of bookers here from biggest festivals in the whole of Europe.
well, yeah, I guess that's the plan. We'll find out soon.
With your live rap, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, like if you have us, we'll come. You know what I mean? We'll come. We'll happily play here.
Will you guys look for some bands yourself? Do you have any time to look around, actually?
Oh yeah, that's one of the things I'm really excited about. I'm unprepared. I need to kind of look through the list of people a little bit more, but I'm gonna check as much out as possible.
Hey, thanks so much for your time.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.